The Book of Malachi is the last book of the Old Testament and the final prophetic message before the coming of the New Testament era. Written after the return from Babylonian exile, it addresses the spiritual decline of the people of Judah and calls them to faithfulness in their relationship with God. God's love for Israel, chapter 1:1-5. God declares his enduring love for Israel, contrasting it with his rejection of Edom, despite Israel's doubt. Corrupt priests and defiled worship, chapter 1:6, 2:9. The priests are rebuked for offering blemished sacrifices and showing contempt for God's altar. God condemns their failure to honor him and teach truthfully. Faithlessness in marriage and covenant, chapter 2:10-16. The people are condemned for divorce, marrying foreign idols, and breaking covenant relationships, showing unfaithfulness to both God and one another. Coming judgment and justice, chapter 2:17, 3:5. The people question God's justice. Malachi assures them that the messenger of the covenant will come to purify and judge. Tithes and blessings, chapter 3:6-12. God accuses the people of robbing him by withholding tithes. He invites them to test his faithfulness by giving, promising blessing in return. The Book of Remembrance and Day of the Lord, chapter 3:13, 4:6. God notes the faithful in a book of remembrance and promises they will be spared on the day of the Lord. A final warning is given to return to God's law and await the coming of Elijah, who will prepare the way for God's arrival. Themes: covenant faithfulness. Malachi stresses loyalty to God's covenant in worship, marriage, and community life. Corruption in leadership. The priests are held accountable for failing to uphold true worship and instruction. True worship. God rejects half-hearted sacrifices and demands sincere honor and reverence. Justice and judgment. God will send a messenger to bring justice and purify his people. Tithing and trust. Faithful giving reflects trust in God, who promises to bless obedience. Messianic expectation. The prophecy ends with the promise of a coming messenger, Elijah, preparing the way for the Messiah. Malachi calls God's people to renew their commitment to him in every area of life. It serves as a bridge to the New Testament, looking ahead to the coming of John the Baptist and Jesus Christ, who will fulfill God's promises of justice, restoration, and salvation.